3-day recap, Wednesday, June 10th through Friday the 12th, and it's all good news. 3 days, 3 wins. Wednesday, Claude agents learned to run themselves safely. Thursday, Anthropic put $150 million into 1,000 people. And Friday, SpaceX cleared the biggest IPO in history. Let's recap. Wednesday's good news is boring on purpose, and that's exactly the point. Anthropic put Claude Managed Agents into public beta with scheduled deployments. You attach an agent to a cron schedule. Every time it fires, it spins up a fresh session, does the job, and logs off. Nightly data syncs, weekly compliance scans, daily reports, with no human pushing the button. But the part that actually matters is the credential vault. Your API keys live in a vault. The agent only ever sees a placeholder. The real key gets attached at the network boundary, and only on calls to domains you've allowed listed. So even a prompt injection attack can't read your secrets out of the model's context. Browserbase, Notion, Ramp, and Sentry are all wired in, and for the first time the agents can drive a real web browser, not just call an API. The proof is already in. Teams at Rakuten use it to turn spreadsheets into monthly decks on a schedule. Actively, AI deleted its own scheduling code. Notion keeps tokens out of the agent entirely to pass security review. And there's no new price tag. It runs on platform credits you already have. This is the unglamorous plumbing that finally lets a company trust an agent to run unattended. Thursday's good news is the simplest of the week. Anthropic is putting $150 million into people. It's called Claude Corps. 1,000 fellows, hired and paid $85,000 plus benefits, embedded for a full year inside 400 nonprofits to teach them how to actually use Claude. Braven, Code the Dream, Heartland Forward, job training, coding education, economic development across Middle America. The nonprofit Code Path runs it as the employer of record. They paired it with an essay from Dario Amodei called Policy on the AI Exponential, about what this technology does to jobs. So the message is deliberate. Fund the transition, don't just warn about it. And Anthropic's own line is careful. Quote, if Claude Corps works, we'll have a foundation for something much larger, a model for widening AI's benefits during a period of vast economic change. End quote. Note the if. It's an experiment, not a victory lap, but it is $150 million aimed squarely at people, and that is a good headline. Friday's good news is confidence. SpaceX went public, ticker SPCX, and it was not close. It priced at $135 a share and raised about $75 billion at a $1.77 trillion valuation. That is the largest IPO in recorded history, full stop. It popped 27% on day one and closed around 172. Instantly, the 6th most valuable company in America. Demand was so heavy that one retail investor asked for 1,000 shares and got 17. It's not an AI product, but it's the loudest vote yet on the AI infrastructure decade. SpaceX is the company powering Anthropic's and Google's compute deals. The market just priced the picks and shovels layer at nearly $2 trillion. And quietly the same week, OpenAI made GPT 5.5 sharper. 52% fewer made-up claims than the last version on high-stakes questions, plus a memory sources panel so you can see and delete what it remembers about you. The default chatbot for hundreds of millions of people just got more accurate. In the week ahead, Gemini 3.5 Pro, a 2 million token context, deep think reasoning, and around 85% on the ARCA-GI2 benchmark. Google says it goes generally available late June, so that's the next big drop. The Claude Sonnet 4.8 leak now points to June 16th through 18th next week. And on the open weight side, China now holds 4 of the top 5 slots, GLM, QN, Kimi, and DeepSeek, with the gap to the closed frontier down to about 9 points. That's the recap, June 10th through 12th, and it's all good news. Wednesday, Claude agents learned to run themselves safely. Thursday, Anthropic put $150 million into 1,000 people. And Friday, SpaceX cleared the biggest IPO in history, while GPT 5.5 got more honest. Gemini 3.5 Pro and Claude Sonnet 4.8 are both due next week. See you Monday.